So UFC Fight Night, Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez takes place this weekend. I'm going to give you my fight prediction on this fight. And wow, this fight I'm actually very excited for. Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez is a sick matchup for the UFC middleweight division. And they're actually like two of my favorite middleweights. And I've actually made videos in the past talking about how Sean Strickland is the most underrated UFC fighter currently right now, which I still think he is. People, a lot of you guys, a lot of people in the comments of social media like TikTok, Instagram, still shit on Sean Strickland whenever you kids are, he's boring, oh, he was never that good, worst champion of all time. Brother, you arguably could have, like, he has, like, literally, like, one of the best sleeper middleweight resumes of all time. Like, I mean, not all time, but, like, right now. Last guy to beat Imavov. Destroyed Brandon Allen. Destroyed Israel Adesanya in his prime, by the way. Arguably beat Dricus du Plessis in their first fight. Beat Cannonier. He got robbed in that fight. And other than that, Sean Strickland has been like, I understand why people hate on him. You know, he talks a lot for how, like, and his fights don't really perform that good. But anyways, besides that, let's continue. Anthony Hernandez as well. I made a video on him talking of why he'd be the best option to beat Khamzat Chimaev. And out of the two here, I still think Anthony Hernandez would have the best chance to beat Khamzat Chimaev. I think he has the perfect style and everything for it to be the best person to beat Khamzat. But let's talk about this fight now. Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. Sick fight in the middleweight division. I got Sean Strickland winning this fight. I got Sean Strickland this fight. I know a lot of you go, oh, you said Hernandez is going to be the one to beat Chimaev. How does he lose to Sean Strickland? In this fight, though, I think Sean Strickland's got this one in the bag. Don't get me wrong, Anthony Hernandez is very good, and I don't want either of these guys to lose. I want Hernandez to win. I want Strickland to win. I also want to see Hernandez become a world champ. I really do think he could. I really do think he could become a UFC middleweight champion. I think even though he is the favorite in this fight, I still think Anthony Hernandez is actually very underrated in how much, like, he is a big threat. Don't get me wrong, but in this fight, though, I don't see him, like, oh, here's the thing with Anthony Hernandez, okay? Oh, yeah, it's a Sean Strickland fight. You know, here's the thing. Anthony Hernandez, 8-fight win streak. Incredible wins. Like, his performances that stand out the most were the Mikel Pereira one and Roman Dolidze ones. Those ones were absolute domination by him, just wore them down and finished them late in the rounds. He did have a good win against Roman Kopylov when Kopylov was on his big streak. You know, he submitted him in round 2 when people thought Kopylov was actually like a big star in the division. He submitted him in round 2, but though these wins specifically, Mikel Pereira and Roman Dolidze, those were incredible wins by him, dominant wins. But we got to look at how he did it, though. We got to look at how he did it. Or actually, not how we know how he did it, but we got to look at how, like, compare these guys to Sean Strickland. First off, Sean Strickland, very underrated fighter. Very great striker, by the way. Very great striker. He doesn't wrestle enough. He says he's a very good wrestler. He doesn't wrestle enough, but I've seen points in some fights of him where I know he's actually a pretty good wrestler. Like when Dricus du Plessis took him down, he got right back up. He didn't look like he had any panic when he got taken down. We've seen some good takedowns from Strickland as well. And also, Sean Strickland, incredible gas tank. Underrated on that. He has very good cardio. And he's not a guy where I can see you just wearing him down. You have to finish him, or just, I guess, do better than him than to the decision. You can't really wear down Sean Strickland. He will be in your face trying to piece you up. I know it's not the most exciting way he does it, but still, Sean Strickland is a very good, dangerous. He's underratedly dangerous. He is very good. He's not the worst UFC champion of all time. But here's the thing, though. Anthony Hernandez, we saw what he did to Dolidze and Mikel Pereira. These guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking these performances away from Hernandez. The way he did it was very good. But the thing is, though, Mikel Pereira, if he doesn't put you away in the first round, or like the first 2 minutes of the first 2 minutes of the fight, you can clearly see he's gonna gas and wear out. And so you put someone like Hernandez in front of him who can, put that pressure and make him gas. Like we saw at the beginning of that fight, Mikel Pereira had a great first round against Hernandez. The body kicks were I think it was body kicks. Yeah, he really went to work on Hernandez's body, and I thought he was actually he's gonna finish him. He was really putting the gas on Hernandez's freaking body. Like, he was really damaging it in the beginning. And you could see in Hernandez's face, he felt uncomfortable. But then Mikel Pereira couldn't, like, he gassed out, and then Hernandez did his thing, took him down over and over. I think he took him down like 14 times in that fight and just wore him out on the feet as well. Mikel Pereira's gas tank was absolutely done. Roman Dolidze, I know he's probably one of the worst middleweights in the rankings, to be honest, like skill-wise. But I still think that the Anthony Hernandez win. No, sorry. I still think the Dolidze win Anthony Hernandez got, the way he did it was what made the win very good. Because Dolidze, whenever someone beats him, they don't do it like Hernandez did. Hernandez did it in a very spectacular way. Dolidze is good, but like, out of everyone in the top 15, I think he's actually one of the worst skill-wise. But the way Hernandez did it, just absolutely schooling him. Like, Dolidze was gassing out. He was wearing Dolidze down, and he destroyed him. He destroyed him, and I think he submitted him in round 4. Yeah, he submitted him in round 4. But the thing is, though, I don't see him doing the Sean Strickland. Like I said, Sean Strickland has an incredible gas tank. He really does. We've heard people talk about Sean Strickland's gas tank when he's training. He actually has incredible cardio, and with Sean Strickland's teeps and everything, I could see him going to, like, he can wear down Anthony Hernandez. For some reason, Hernandez looks like a guy that can be like broken, and it's shown that Mikel Pereira had a gas tank, and like didn't burn himself out, and he just kept going for those kicks. Hernandez might have been actually finished because he was, like I said earlier in the video, he looked very uncomfortable in that fight while Mikel Pereira was doing that, until, he got his groove going, got him gassed out, and destroyed him. That won't be a problem with Strickland. DDP, like I said with DDP, when he took Strickland down, I think like 7 times, Strickland got back up. DDP is a very good offensive grappler. He's a very good offensive grappler. Maybe not the best defensive grappler. I mean, he is still a good defensive grappler, because we saw with Chimaev, but that's Chimaev, right? Strickland he didn't have any fear in his face when he went down. Like, he didn't have any doubt or anything. He just kept getting back up, and we've seen his takedown entries before. Strickland is a really good grappler. He just doesn't use it. And I think if Hernandez takes him down a lot, so I think Strickland will be able to just get up. He will be okay. I don't think he'll be broken by Hernandez at all. Hernandez could win this fight, but it won't be by a KO. Maybe he'll beat him by. Actually, I don't think he'll even submit Sean. I think Hernandez, if he does win this fight, will be like a pretty close decision, because I don't see him breaking Sean. But I still got Sean winning this, because I could just see, like, if he goes to the body of Anthony Hernandez, and I don't see Sean gassing out, and I could honestly see him piecing up Hernandez like a lot throughout the fight. If this is how it's going to go, Anthony Hernandez would probably beat Sean Strickland by like a close decision. But if Strickland wins, I feel like he would piece up Anthony Hernandez. I think he's going to break him, honestly. I think that I got Sean Strickland winning by a round 4 TKO. That's what I actually have him by. I think he's going to beat Anthony Hernandez by a round 4 TKO. I can see Hernandez getting worn down by someone like Sean Strickland, who is like kind of like Hernandez's equal, but like Strickland's, like, it's like the on the feet version of him, if you know what I mean. Like, Hernandez is like, he pressures you with the grappling. He's like a middleweight Marabi, pressures you with the grappling. But Strickland like pressures you with the striking, doesn't gas out, and doesn't have bad wrestling where Hernandez will be able to affect him that much with it. And I could see him breaking Hernandez if he doesn't get gassed down. He just goes to the body of Anthony Hernandez. I think he'll TKO him in round 4. I honestly think that. I still think there'll be some adversity against, like, Strickland will obviously still have adversity against Hernandez. But I think if Strickland wins this fight, which I think he will, it's gonna be by him like just wearing him out. Because I can totally see, like, I can just see that happening to Hernandez. Like, because we never really seen someone like beat up on Anthony Hernandez. Like, not long enough where like he doesn't break. Because every time someone actually gave him like some problems, they've gassed out and he's did his thing. He has a really good gas tank. And I think Sean Strickland will be able to capitalize in this fight with attacking the body and I think you'll piece him up if because I don't see him gassing out. But yeah, that is the end of my prediction, guys. I have Sean Strickland, my round 4 TKO. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.